I don't know what they have in mind, but in my opinion, they just killed Hall-in. Not only Hall-in, but the way they want us to play the game. Let me explain the issues we're all faced with, but might not thought about regards to this event. We have for a long time been asking for jump fighters and the answer has always been no. The reason? We don't get any, though I think I know why now. Let me get back to you on that one. Last year we had the Sun Gazer event for the first time, and with this we could get the jump mechanic on our nano course. Very cool idea indeed. The fact that the ships we could get it on was not really what I was hoping for. It was still okay for the first time. I mean, it's kinda like a trial, so to speak. The jump distance was bad as shit, and the fact that in a mobile game you need a second account just to jump you around was even worse. I mean, I get the team play mechanics here, but I don't think a Sino player jumps in joy for making a battleship skip a few stargates. It's hard enough to get people help others in story missions. So it was a good idea overall, but the outcome was just bad. I've been a hauler and a trader ever since I started this game, and I've been longing for a freighter ever since, and of course even a jump freighter. But I can forget that, since even getting a freighter is harder to come by than getting a Diablo 4 beta key. But as a hauler, I do think about cargo space and stuff. Yeah, I know, I have a funny life. And here's one of many issues I will bring up in today's video. How do we haul a large amount of stuff? The short answer is that we don't. We do have special haulers for different tasks, so let's just talk about the nearest. The nearest can haul 11 million TRITANIUM in that 94,000 M3. It's pretty much nothing. It's a 22 million worth cargo. But for example, if I would have, I don't know, let's say 7 billion TRITANIUM, how many runs is that? Yeah, a lot of runs. So we have to turn to freighters. Now the freighters have 290,000 M3. That is about 33 million cargo value. And it's so slow. I mean, it should be so slow. I mean, it's a freighter. But I think we should have at least 2.9 million M3 to be worth it, to be honest. And still we would need a jump freighter in the game. Today we got back the Sun Gazer event, and I thought I really hoped this would be different. Not the site itself, I knew that would be a kick in the nuts, but the stats on the nano course. And since it's kinda like the freighter industry event, I was hoping this would have some amazing upgrade. You know, the jump feature would be better, they probably upped the cargo amount and yada yada. Maybe this is the plan they had for the jump freighters. So this could be the reason we don't get the jump freighters, right? But of course not. So here's my second issue. We now have a jump freighter ability to our freighters, but it's the worst possible jump freighter you can have. It jumps shorter than a turtle, and it carries less than my wife back from the grocery store. It can't be in nullsec, it can't be in lowsec. So what we got is a big slow ship that jumps 5 light years and then have a coffee break for an hour. Some stargates are even longer than 5 light years. I can get to Amar in an hour from Yida, just moving through gates. From Yida to Amar it's 202 light years. So that's about 40 jumps if I use this mechanic. So jumping to Amar from Yida would take me 40 hours. I think I just hoof it, to be honest. But what is this mechanic really? I'm quite disappointed. Now we are at the third issue. You can't choose to be a jump freighter pilot in this game. Oh no, you have to be lucky. Or rich. Cause getting this worthless nanocore demands you to spin the full wheel to the end. The first pulls will cost you 100 plex each. The second one 200 plex. And the rest of them is 300 plex pulls. You can be lucky and just waste a small fortune, or just pay the full price. This is the dumbest shit ever, man. Just give us a plain pack for the nanocore. I'd rather put my money in Diablo Immortal and destroy all the happiness I was hoping for and be done with gaming for good. Man, this event is so annoying. And anyone who starts this game after this event is not gonna get this crap jump mechanic. But yeah, I guess they're better off hauling normally anyway. This kinda shows what the developers have in mind. I'm just waiting for the nanocores that let you find new sites in the future for farming. It's gonna be fun to see how people react to not being able to participate in activities that demands a lot of real money to even enter. And I assume wormholes we need keys you buy from the store to enter and leave. Psyched. I told you I'd be rambling. This is not me destroying this update, it's a quite good update, to be honest. I just don't know where they want to take the game. It's apparent that EVE Echoes is a pay to play, But having a limit to what you can fly in the game with a tech level is a different kind of dedication. And new people don't know how it is to fly a battleship, and the only way to find that out is to pay the Omega for a year, which is about $160. You think people would do that? Of course not. They will stop at destroyer level and just say, "F this game." Netties are hyping up this event with great posters, and what we get in the end is us recruiting for their company. Nothing is new, nothing is special, and I get it. EVE Echoes is not supposed to be a game based on luck, it's supposed to be endless grind, and the most dedicated people in Alliance are the victorious. And that's also fine. But when you then implement luck in every event, that now also decides what you will be doing in the game, it's kinda mixed feelings. Something that shows what I'm talking about is the faction miner vessels that you can now find in 7 or higher belts. It's a very cool idea, but they only drop the compressed ore. What's the fun in that? Make them drop faction miners or faction skins, or why not just faction debris so we can build those ships? Faction coveters would be sick. I already have a video about that idea, by the way. But no, give us compressed ore. I mean, it's not like my ore hold isn't already full since I'm out here mining. I don't really know what I'm going with this. I guess I just wanted it out of my system, but please netties, think about what you're doing. If you lose the players, what else do you got?